relationship depend on Him during the season. No matter how hard you try to make it work, no matter how many times you initiate to be in that group of friends or maybe to network with people, it just never works out because God is purposefully pruning the relationships that you have. God is stretching your trust in Him during the season for you to be dependent in Him, for you to fully trust Him, for you to allow solitude and isolation to be a lesson that you can apply during the season. So instead of looking for some other validation from other people, you look to God first. What God is doing is He's challenging you to get out and to prune, to get out of those relationships. He's pruning relationships that are no longer beneficial for you. And you know what else God is doing? He's calling you to leave ungodly ties and to cultivate a godly community. God is calling you to actually show up for your city group, for you to actually build community with godly people during the season and allow those godly people to increase your faith. And that's because you depend so much on people that can bring you fun and temporary validation. But those types of relationships are the types of relationship that actually are weight and easily trips you up. Hebrews 12 Verse 1-3, it says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And let us run with endurance. Everybody say endurance. The race God has set before us. I'm not saying that some of your relationships or friendships are sinful. But what I am saying is maybe the reason why God is pruning those relationships is because they are weight that can easily trip you up to sin. Because it just takes one invitation to be in a group setting where there's one shot of alcohol to get you to finally sin once again. One small midnight meetup is all it takes for you to go back to sin. One conversation that involves cussing is all it takes for you to be tempted to say those nasty words once again. God is stretching you that instead of cultivating those relationships that God is pruning, for you to actually invest in godly relationships during this season. God is stretching you that instead of leaving early after the experience, actually join. Welcome to Crave Church, everybody. We're so glad you made it to God's house today. If this is your first time, my name is Troy. God has given me the beautiful honor and privilege to be the campus pastor of our East Coast campus here in Toronto. So if this is your first time here, we want to let you know that this is family, this is home. Welcome to your space of grace. I want to honor our lead pastor, Pastor Mullen, for speaking for the past 4 weeks during the Truth or Trigger series. Pastor, thank you so much for speaking the truth and not allowing us to be led by our feelings and our triggers. And it has really blessed our church, blessed all of our campuses, and for all of us to genuinely follow the truth first more than the triggers that we have. For today, I have the honor and privilege to speak to you guys. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. But before we do that, let's close our eyes and let's pray. Father in heaven, we thank you for